Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new, hello, it's me. My name is Christine and today I'm finally going to be sharing with you guys my whole necklace collection, some of my favorites, where I get everything, the tea. It has been one of the most highly requested videos and finally I thought I would sit down and kind of just go in depth about my entire collection. So if you're interested in hearing some of my favorite pieces, where I got everything and all of that, first make sure you hit the subscribe button if you haven't already and the little notification bell, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into the video. So I just filmed a makeup tutorial on this look and it will be up after this one is, but I'll probably put together a shorty little Instagram clip, so make sure you guys follow me on Instagram. Before I forget, I am wearing the Beauty Blender foundation. On my face I use the Hoola bronzer, and then on my eyes I use the Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions. This is brand new and I freaking love, so I use that palette. For my eyes, I'm using the House of Lashes Iconic Lashes, and then on my lips I'm wearing M Cosmetics lip cream in Morning Mocha. That is all the makeup that I'm wearing because I always forget to link it down below. Also, before we go ahead and get started, I apologize if it sounds a little bit loud. The TV is on in the living room and for some reason they have it turned on so all the neighbors can hear. Also, before we get into it, I first want to talk about like what I look for in jewelry. I buy all of my jewelry gold filled. If you get gold plated, it is pretty much like a metal or some miscellaneous material of jewelry, and it is just dipped quickly in gold. And so gold plated has like 0.00001% of actual gold in it, and so it doesn't really last very long. As soon as that outer layer of gold kind of wears off, you have the tarnished looking necklaces. And so especially if I'm going to be spending money on necklaces, I want something that lasts throughout a couple wears. I want something that I can keep on throughout my showers when I go swimming. Gold filled usually has a higher percentage of gold. It mainly depends on the company as well, but gold filled usually has like 0.3% gold or something like that, a little bit more than gold plated, and it just generally lasts a lot longer. That's just a little bit on that. Every time I go to like flea markets or boutiques, I will go ahead and ask, is this gold filled or is it gold plated? If it's gold plated, I'm not even gonna buy it because I know it's only gonna last me a few wears before it tarnishes. So let's go ahead and first talk about what I'm wearing. Okay, so we are getting real close and personal, but this first chain right here is actually a dual layered necklace and it's from a brand called May Martin. It's absolutely gorgeous. I love how dainty the chains are and it just looks good with everything. I also love that it's dual chain. This bottom chain is also from May Martin. It has a little like Mary or figure on it. I actually had someone ask me if I was Catholic because I always wore like religious symbols. Next up, I want to talk about this because it is something that I do not like. This is from Dog-Eared. This is actually plated and you can tell because it started tarnishing. This used to be like a really pretty silver. I wore this necklace all the time. Can you believe that Dog-Eared is not filled? Like, you pay so much for Dog-Eared and all of it is plated. So just an FYI, I think they're cute gift ideas, but they just do not last a long time. Okay, the next two that I want to talk about are little chokers, and these are actually two individual necklaces. They're both from May Martin and I actually love their stuff. Everything's so dainty and really pretty. So this cross choker is super cute. These little crosses are so tiny and I actually love layering this with a lot of my necklaces. Here, this one is ball chain, also from May Martin. This is the last one from May Martin. It's just a little crescent moon. I love this one, also very cute for layering. If you don't like those like religious ones, this is also a really good one to have. This one here is from Dog-Eared. I used to wear this one all the time, and these are actually little pearls that are on it, but stopped wearing it because it tarnished, and I don't know if you can kind of see from the color, but it used to be gold and now it's kind of a like rusty color, so I don't even wear it anymore. Okay, these next ones are a little bit chunkier, but if this is the vibe that you're going for, I really like how like cool these look, and especially with like a baggy t-shirt. This one here is from Etsy, and don't kill me, I actually swap out my chains, and so I will take pendants that belong on different necklaces and layer them onto different chains, and that way if you kind of want to layer your necklaces and some of them are like the same length, I like to layer short, medium to long. And so if I have a pendant that I really want to wear but the chain is like the same length as another one, I'll actually put it on a shorter or longer chain, so that way we get that layered effect. That's just one trick for you guys. That way you don't have to buy a ton of different necklaces. You can just make sure you're buying ones on like slightly varying chains, so that way you can layer all of them. This one is from Etsy. I don't remember if this is the actual chain that it came on. She does like little initials and I think that is so cute, so I had a little C, and this one is lowercase. I believe if you get capital ones, they're much bigger, and as you you can see, it's kind of a good size right now. Like I would not want it to be any bigger than the way it is. This one is gold plated because it did kind of rust, but I like this one because it actually rusted in a nice way, if that makes sense. This one I also got from Etsy. I like that this is kind of a like box chain because it just looks like one whole thing versus these you can see all the little loopies. I don't really know like terminology and all that, so please don't clock me. This one has Mary on it, and it's just a really good pendant to have for layering. I think this used to have a pendant on it, but now I just wear it on its own, and also from Etsy. And I'll go ahead and link everything down below in the order that I talk about it as well. Okay, next we have some more ball chains. This first one is from Etsy, but oh my gosh, look how bad it tarnished. I've also had it for a very long time, but I loved it when I had it because I feel like the pendant size is perfect compared to the other pendant that I have. It is just like so much smaller, so I really like the size of this one. I wish it just didn't tarnish, and I've worn this one for the same amount of time and it's still like a good gold color. It sucks because everything that I order off of Etsy, I look for gold filled, but if it tarnishes like this, it's clearly not gold filled. This is actually the back side of it, so I put it on backwards. This next one is also another one of the first necklaces I purchased off Etsy, and I believe it's from the same seller as that big chunkier pendant. I love it. It stays gold. I like that it's like a good circle. It's kind of a cool piece to layer with. And then this one here is also from Etsy. It's from a different seller, and this one actually tarnished, but it tarnished to look like a cool silver color, so I actually don't mind it. And as you can see here, the two of them are kind of the same length, so sometimes I don't mind layering like that, but I just prefer my chains to be a little bit more like layered looking, you know, like that. Okay, this is the last three that I'm going to talk to you guys about that I have. This one I picked up from Etsy. You can have it say anything you want, and this is at the time when I was like, hi honey, and I said honey a lot. I got a little necklace that says it, and I just think it's the cutest thing ever, so I think that would be like a really good gift. Up here I got a little square pendant, also has Mary on it, and I picked this up at I think the Melrose Trading Post. Love this one, love how delicate the chain is, and the little pendant is so tiny, and it's kind of a like unique shape as well, so really like that one. And then this one here is also from Maid Martin. I didn't realize how much of Maid Martin I have, but they just make really good jewelry. All of the stuff that I have from them is actually gifted. So here is just another like coin necklace, and it just has like a face on it. Okay, so that is all of my necklaces that I have in my collection. I hope you guys were able to find this video helpful. I'll go ahead and make sure I link everything down below. I hope this is at least kind of helpful for you guys. I hope that you can find a little bit of inspiration from it. Let me know down in the comments what you would like to see next, because I listen. I just want to make sure that I'm constantly creating content that you guys want to see, that is interesting to you. So let me know. I am doing a top 5 series, and I just filmed a top 10 clothing pieces that I think every woman needs to have in her closet. And these are pieces to help build your capsule wardrobe. That is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!